Hi there you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, hi, my name is Chelsea. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be reviewing and demoing the Morphe 35G Bronze Goals palette. Let me give you guys just a quick little background on the palette. I got mine at Ulta. I know they have it at the Ulta store, ulta.com, the Morphe store, and right now it's currently out of stock on the Morphe website. On the Morphe website, it does state that this palette is limited edition. I don't know if they mean that the whole entire palette is limited edition or just the packaging. Right off the bat, I'm actually just really liking the packaging. I think their packaging is kind of boring just like with the black packaging and like the black box. I think this is a lot more prettier. And then when you take the palette out of the box, it has the same exact packaging. I don't have a Morphe palette with this type of packaging here. It is not in the like plastic packaging that it normally comes in. This is more of the like cardboard material, kind of like the Jaclyn Hill palette and the James Charles palette. I like this packaging because it feels really nice and sturdy. So like I said, I got my palette at the Ulta store, and for this palette I paid $25. And then here is what the palette looks like on the inside. You get some matte shades, some shimmers, some metallics, and they're all bronzy tones. As you can see, there's a lot of golds, browns, coppers. Also, I picked up the Morphe Eyelid primer. I believe this was $10, $9 or $10. And the reason why I got it was because I wanted to test it out with the Morphe palette and see if they work good together or not. I did swatch this at the Ulta store on the back of my hand, and I did swatch some of the Morphe shadows that were there at the store, and the shimmers looked really vibrant on top of the primers, so I want to put it to the test. That's like kind of what convinced me to pick this up and try it out. So I already took out the little names here. I always keep this. I just keep it to know what the names are, and if I'm like making a video or something, I like telling you guys which shadows I'm using, so that's why I kept this. But literally, like everyone, I wish that they would just print the names on here. Like, they have room. They could easily just print the names on the palette, but whatever. So first I'm gonna apply the eye primer here. So this is what it looks like. Normally when I do my makeup, I don't use a primer like this. I'll use like concealer and that's it. So I just applied the primer and it went on really nicely. It reminds me of the Urban Decay Primer Potion. My eyelids have dried down a little bit. At first they did feel a little tacky, but now they have dried down. I'm not going to set it. I think I'm just going to leave it like this so that the shadows have something to stick on. I'm going to start off by taking this shade right here. This one is called Sandy, and I'm going to use this as my transition shade. Okay, this shade is pretty light. It kind of is similar to my skin tone, but once I kind of start building it up, you can start seeing the color. It feels so weird doing my eyeshadow and not having concealer on my lids, because I don't do my eyeshadow like this. So I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Naked, and that is going to go in my crease. Alright, so far the mattes that I've used, they have blended out really easily, and the color looks pretty vibrant, so I'm impressed so far. Also, this eyeshadow matches my shirt. So I'm gonna go back in with the same blending brush that I used earlier, which was the one that I used for my transition shade and just kind of blend out the edges here a little. So I'm just going to go in and add my own brow bone highlight here really quickly because this palette does not have a matte brow bone highlight. It does have like a shimmer, but I'm going to use that in the end. To deepen up the crease a little bit more, I'm going to take this shadow right here, which is called Record Tense. This is more of like a reddish brown color. So I'm going to take a mixture of this shade here and this one right here. This first one is called Heat Up, and then the one over here is called Heat Wave. So it's going to go in the outer corner. Alright you guys, I'm really loving these tones. I'm all about the warm tones. I love a warm smoky eye, my oranges, terracottas. I love all those warm shades, so I'm actually really liking how this looks like so far. I really want to put these mattes to the test. I'm gonna deepen up the outer corner just a bit. I'm gonna take this bottom shade right here, which is called Burnt. And also just want to note really quick, I don't have any fallout with these mattes. I don't know about the shimmers. We'll see how that works, but with the mattes, so far I have absolutely no fallout. So I have a bunch of options here for the shimmers. There are more shimmers than mattes in this palette. So I think I'm gonna take a mixture of Sol and Raise right here, and that is what's gonna go on my lid. I'm gonna cut my crease like a little bit, do like a half cut crease with my concealer. I'm just gonna be using my Makeup Revolution concealer in C2. Now that I've done this eye, I'm gonna go and do the other eye off camera and do my whole face off camera and apply liner and lashes. And then I'm gonna come back and just finish the lower lash line. Okay, so I'm back now and I've finished up the rest of my face and I applied on lashes and some winged liner. If you guys want to know what I'm wearing, I will leave everything in the description. Quickly gonna finish up the lower lash line. And for the lower lash line, I'm gonna take the same shades that I use on my top eyelid on the bottom, and I'm gonna make like a really smoky lower lash line. First, I'm gonna take a mixture of Naked and Sandy, and that is gonna go first on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna take a mixture of Record Temps, Tan Up, and Heat Wave, and I'm gonna put that a little bit closer to my lower lash line and really smoke it out. And then going back in with the same brush that I took earlier, and I'm just gonna blend this out. And then lastly, I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Burnt, and that is going to go on the outer corner of my lower lash line. So for my inner corner highlight, like always, I take my eye lower brow luminizer and I'm going to apply this first. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to take this shimmery, like champagne-y shade, which is called Glare. Okay, so now I'm going to go apply some mascara to my lower lash line and also choose a lip color. I'm not really sure what type of lip color I want to do, but we'll see. And then I'm going to come back and give you guys my final thoughts on the eyeshadow palette. So now I'm back and here we have the finished look. You guys, I love this look so much. First, let me start off by giving you guys my thoughts on the primer here. I'm actually like really impressed with this primer. Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be like that great, but it worked really good with these eyeshadows. I will definitely keep trying it and letting you guys know what I think. I will also let you guys know how long it lasts on my eyes because I do have really oily eyelids, so I will let you know if this holds up and if my eyeshadow creases or not. This was really good for like $10, I believe it was how much I got it. The eyeshadow just looks so vivid and bright and everything just blended so nicely. I'm shocked. Like, I really didn't think it was gonna be that great, but yeah, you can see the proof. The proof is in the eyeshadow, you guys. Like, it came out so good with this primer. Definitely gonna try it out with my other Morphe palettes that I have and see if it works and try it out with other eyeshadows. So now for the eyeshadow palette. I don't have any complaints about the eyeshadows. I will say though, I wish there was more mattes because I love mattes. I've said this before in other videos. I love mattes. I'm a matte eyeshadow girl. I do love my shimmers, metallics, glitters, whatever, but matte eyeshadows just have a special place in my heart. I love me a good matte eyeshadow. Like for an everyday look, I love using mattes more than shimmers, so I do wish that there were more mattes in this palette, but that's okay because I do have some other matte eyeshadows from other palettes that I could pair with this palette. And you do get a bunch of shimmers in here. You get some golds, you get some coppers, some like cranberry shades, some bronzy tones, and then you have these more deeper shades here at the bottom. I like that there is a black in this palette. I do wish though that there was like a matte like cream color to like set my like eyeshadow or use as a brow bone highlight, because I did have to use like some other type of shade for that, but I mean it's not that big of an issue, but I would have liked it if they would have added a matte cream color in here. Like they could have taken out like this shade right here and like put like a matte color there, like a matte cream color. I feel like their formula, like Morphe eyeshadows, their palettes have gotten a lot better. Definitely improved on the formula, like compared to other palettes that I have used in the past. These are definitely a lot better. The mattes are way more pigmented. They feel a lot nicer when you blend them on your eyes, and also you don't get that much kick up from these eyeshadows. Like they're not as powdery compared to like other eyeshadows that I have. For the shimmers, the two shimmers that I used right here, these two, I did have a bit of fallout. So like I always say, if you guys want to avoid fallout, do your eyes first and then your foundation, or you could even just wet your eyeshadow and put it on that way so that you can try to avoid some of the fallout. Like I mentioned in the beginning, there are some shades that are repeats. For instance, this one right here and this one right here. Like This one here is like a little bit deeper, but it's pretty much kind of like the same. So they could have taken like one of those out. It's definitely worth picking up if you like neutral colors, if you like bronzy tones. This is definitely a palette that will be good for you. This is good also for just like an everyday beginner friendly palette. I hope that the packaging isn't limited edition. They should start like designing their packaging kind of like this instead of just like the black plastic packaging, because this just looks more, I don't know, it just looks better and it just makes me like it, you know? Like it's not boring, it's not black, like it has, you know, the gold and it kind of fades into the red. It just stands out, you know? Overall, I'm really happy with the primer and the eyeshadow palette as well. Like, let me get up close and show you guys my eyeshadow so you guys can really take a good look at it. I really like this palette. I'm gonna keep using it. I think for the fall time, I'm gonna go in on this palette because it just has a bunch of like fall tones in here and it's just gonna look really great. And as well for the summer, like this like orange like tangerine shade is gonna look so pretty in the summer. And I'm impressed, very impressed. Like Morphe, you guys did great. Formula, keep making this formula because the formula is getting better. Everything blended out really nicely, everything was pigmented, and yeah, I'm just, oh, I love it. I love this palette. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this makeup look. Let me know what you guys think of this look because I am just feeling it. Let me know if you guys would want more makeup looks with this palette. If you guys have any requests with makeup looks, you guys could always comment down below in the comment section, or you could also send me a DM on my Instagram. I will leave all my socials where you guys can follow me and stuff like that down below in the description, so always make sure to read that because I will just have a bunch of information down there. And make sure to give this video a like if you guys are feeling this eyeshadow, because I am feeling this half cut crease look. I am feeling it. It is fire. It looks so good. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys want to watch more videos from me. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!